about ready to join the two halves together now. I've got 4 carbon toes going in the leading edge and on each half, and 2 going in the trailing edge just between them. I've also got the wooden blocks cut in ready to go, and got a groove there for the servo wires. I'm not going to put a any sort of strength into the aileron control surfaces at the moment, because I forgot to measure where they were. So it's just going to be this is going to be a lightweight test one anyway. So yeah, all part of the learning curve. Next one will be better, I hope. Anyway, we'll join the two halves together and see what happens. So let's see what we've got in these moulds. Be a first. I'm not used to splitting apart anything quite this chunky. Everything's got rounded edges, so I'm hoping that I can just get a couple of plastic wedges to go in there. Maybe not. Oh, there we go. It's on pins obviously, so I've got to make sure that it all comes parallel. Thought we were off then. Well, we've definitely got a release going on. Ooh. Oh, no damage to the mould, so that's good. Now how to get this second half out. How do we go about this? Oh, well, that was a non-event almost. I was thinking, how am I going to get it out? And the bloody thing's nearly falling out. so light. Woo! First wing out of the mould. My first ever moulded wing, in fact. Oh, you little beauty. Actually, I'll tell you what, I can hardly see those blemishes that I was so concerned about. I can just make out one or two. Oh, you got to look really hard though. Yeah, obviously sanded them out fairly well, but woo. Where did this mould go? Yeah. Zero damage. The first part. Oh, that's good. Yeah, I think that's 2 mods I've done now with no damage on the first pull. So yeah, I'm starting to get the hang of it. He said, touching wood, but there's a lot to be said for spraying a really thick coat of PVA on for the first 1 or 2 pulls. So that's a bloody good tip. That's the best tip I could give anybody. Spray loads of PVA on. This is my Hydra fuselage. This is going to be my lightweight one for head chopping DS and lightweight DS. I've had a good look at the wing, and I realised that the trailing edge is not perfect. I'm going to have to do a bit of gluing together with it, I think. Didn't put enough splooge in there. And also I've had a bit of carbon come out on the tip, so this is a little bit thicker there. The flashing's a bit thick, so it's probably stopped it from closing up as well. So yeah, it's all part of the learning curve, I guess. I think the next thing is the expanding epoxy. I think that's going to make it a lot easier. Also weight, it's not as light as I first thought. 16 ounces this one. Same layup with a similar type of wing vacuum bagging, and they come out at 12 ounces. So I've gained 4 ounces there with joining the halves together, really, I guess. That's probably where most of the weights come in. But on saying that, you know, it's got a much stronger leading edge because it's got what, 8 carbon toes in there and a bit of splooge going back about 6mm. So yeah, it's probably a lot tougher. Feels reasonably stiff for a stressed skin plane. Yeah, this is going to be what I'm mainly going to use this wing for. There you go. You can see it's going to be taped on. Well, it's going to have an option. It'll be taped on, and also for a heavier planes, I'll have a couple of bolts in there as well. Don't need much access under the wing because obviously it's got a nose cone. So yeah, I've already got this fuselage moulded. Never done anything with it actually. It's my Nitro 2, so it's a second to go at moulding a Nitro. So yeah, the first one is my main DS plane, so yeah, obviously this one's going to be no different. And I've also got a friend who's machining some moulds for the tail as well, so it's going to be a pretty slick little DS plane, I think.